What's going on, folks? OBJ the Don coming at you with a quick video. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this. Tomorrow we have is a big day. It's a big day upon us. This is the day that we will hopefully get some clarification on what exactly the PlayStation Neo is. We'll see if some of these rumors or all of these rumors, I know all of the rumors aren't correct, but we'll see if some of these, these sayings and some of these rumors are correct tomorrow. Hopefully, because you know what would be funny? Well, it really wouldn't be funny, not to me, but it would kind of be funny too at the same damn time. Is if Sony called this goddamn meeting and they just show off the Slim and maybe some VR stuff and not even announce anything about the Neo. That would be hilarious, but fucked up at the same time. But if anybody would do some crazy stuff like that, I guess it would be Sony, because sometimes they just be tripping. I don't understand. You know how Sony do sometimes, but I think we going. I think just like Andrew House had came out before E3, so people wouldn't be anticipating, the Neo, just anticipating them to talk about the Neo or show the Neo or whatever. He came out before E3 and said that, they wouldn't talk about it there. He hadn't said anything about this event, so I'm pretty sure they'll be talking about the Neo. Now, everybody is around, YouTube giving their different predictions and stuff like that. I must kind of stay away from the prediction thing, especially going crazy out there like some people are doing. Some people are saying it's going to do native 4K 30 and goddamn 1080p 90 frames per second and some shit like that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff floating around out there. Who knows what is true? I don't know what's true. All I care is that they focus on 1080p 60 for me. I mean, if it can do 4K 30 somehow, if they boost the specs, I don't know what they've done. But if they've done anything. But as long as if I can play a game like Mafia 3 at 1080p 60 frames per second, 60 frames, then I'm happy as a punk in Boys Town, as my father used to say. You feel me? So if I can do that, I'm fine. So I'm gonna predict. If I'm gonna make a prediction, it's gonna be, they're gonna show off some 1080p 60 frames per second games on some games that you wouldn't think that the console would be able to do it. You know what I mean? So I think, maybe they'll, of course they'll probably have some kind of upscaling, 4K features, upscaling streaming and 4K streaming and maybe somewhat. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as the 4K on games with the specs that have leaked. That's with the specs that have leaked. But that's my prediction, that they'll show that, and of course they're gonna probably show up some VR stuff. There's rumors about fucking handheld. A lot of people say that would be a joke. You know what I'm saying? Handheld or whatever. They need to stay out of that. But I'm not. I like, for the time I had my Vita. You know what I mean? My 3DS. I kind of like handheld gaming. It's just that I don't get a chance to do it that often. You know what I mean? Because when I'm in the house, if I'm not at work, or I'm, what I'm saying, if I'm going out somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm going out somewhere, so I don't have time to play no games. And when I'm in the house, I'm usually playing on my, my TV or whatever. So, I do like handhelds though, and I do like I loved my Vita for the time I had it. I had the OG OLED, the one with the OLED screen, the Vita with the OLED screen. OLED is beautiful. That shit is beautiful. You know what I mean? And I just think that they under delivered on what they were actually selling us, telling us that was going to be on the Vita, the type of games. A lot of people say they don't want no long ass games on, on a handheld. it's supposed to be designed for short experiences, but that's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? You can sit in the bed, lay down in the bed or whatever, chill out, play your goddamn handheld or whatever. But so if they was to announce another Vita, or another handheld, whatever it may be, I wouldn't care. That I might take a look at it. You know what I mean? Wouldn't be a joke, as some people would say. And I'm pretty sure they'll announce the Slim. It may be available right then and there that day, or a week or two afterwards. And that's pretty much, how I'm going with that. I'm gonna keep it safe on that right there. But that is definitely a big day, and I am excited. I'll be at work, basically checking my phone from time to time to see what exactly is, going down, and we'll be able to talk about that later. Now, I want to get into some other things as far as one thing I want to say is finally we don't have to listen to no damn rumors anymore. That's the biggest thing about tomorrow, is hopefully we have some closure on what the hell is going on, because the rumors have been driving us crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, on to another topic, the Battlefield beta. I want to talk about the Battlefield beta. I was definitely excited for this beta. I've made videos though, however, explaining that a lot of the Call of Duty, fans, and I'm one of them. You know what I mean? Don't like it so much now, but you know, um, I definitely, like me some Call of Duty. But I made a video, a while ago, as far as when people were doing they were disliking the Call of Duty video so many times, like millions and millions of times, and upvoting, the Battlefield trailer. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a joke. It's like a get with process. Everybody wants to do what everybody else does. So they go to the video and dislike it and all that bullshit. But everybody talking about, yeah, fuck Call of Duty. I'm getting Battlefield this year. Call of Duty and Battlefield are two different games. They're two different types of gameplay. It's just two different types of gameplay. It's always been that way. Call of Duty is much faster. It's much fast paced. It's a Twitch shooter. You know what I mean? It's a Twitch shooter. And now it's got all types of crazy shit in there. Battlefield, is goddamn Battlefield. It's bigger maps, way bigger maps. The gameplay is much slower. You have vehicles, tanks and shit. And now you got horses. Motherfuckers is on horses. It's definitely two different games. And if you're a avid Call of Duty player, that doesn't mean that you could just jump into Battlefield and and think you're going to just love Battlefield. There's two different styles of gameplay. How I feel about the Battlefield beta, however, I'm not. I try not to jump to conclusions, but I wanted to say it was trash. I mean, to myself, I was saying, it's trash because I just don't really like it. But at the same time, I do kind of like it. You know what I mean? Like, you ever played a beta, or you played a part of the game, and then you understand that, okay, it's something that you think that you could get into, something that you like, but you don't particularly like the map, or the style of that beta. The map is my biggest issue with this beta. First of all, when I first tried to play it, I couldn't, the servers were down. I couldn't get into it. Titanfall beta ran flawlessly, but somehow some shit went down with EA servers or whatever. I couldn't get into it. But when I got into it, what I noticed is that the scenery kind of looks, the graphical fidelity of it definitely has a Battlefront look to it, which isn't bad because Battlefront looked damn good. The gameplay was, risky than a motherfucker, iffy. But Battlefield, Battlefront, the game actually looked real good. But I don't know. I wouldn't say, some people are saying it has a Battlefront feel to it. I'm not going to say that necessarily, but it does have a hardline feel, a Battlefield hardline feel to it. And I played Battlefield hardline. I think I downloaded it, played that bitch all of like 2 hours, and I said, "Fuck this shit here," because everybody was they was walking down the damn street like it was Black Ops 2 out this bitch with snipers. Everybody was walking down that bitch, just quick scoping. I said, "This ain't no goddamn Battlefield." And this map here on the Battlefield 1 beta, it feels like goddamn hardline. It feels like hardline because you can't go nowhere without all these damn snipers. I've never seen so many damn snipers on a Battlefield game before in my life. So it lets you know that it must be easier to snipe or some shit. And the way the map is so goddamn wide open. All these damn rocks everybody hiding behind. Your damn spawn, you're shot by a damn sniper. You know what I mean? So your ass better spawn in the vehicle or spawn very fucking wait to spawn on a teammate very close to the damn action. Away from all them bitches hiding and shit, you know what I mean? So that kind of fucks with my experience right now with that beta. I think they chose the wrong map to show off what it could do. I seen in the horses. I think y'all need to tone down that shit a little bit. I watched somebody. I seen somebody on my team shot the shit out of this dude on the horse. Shot the shit out of him. I don't know. I just stood there and watched this motherfucker. But he shot the shit out of the dude on the horse. Shot the horse, and this motherfucker still galloped to his ass with the horse and hit his ass with a baton or something. Smacked the shit out of him, man. He died. Smacked the shit out of him. Come on. The horse got more health than Riley on goddamn Call of Duty Ghost. You know what I mean? So I'm so on the Battlefield beta, but I am still getting the game. I'm not buying that damn collector's edition like I was intended to. I'm not spending that damn money on that. But I do think I do think I will like it. It's just that map sucks. It's horrible. I wanted to talk about one last thing. I know I'm going a little far into this. I didn't want to make this video that damn long. But I wanted to talk about you Xbox fanboys and this Titanfall shit. You know what I'm saying? They got refugee podcasts out that bitch. Damn near 2 hours talking about Titanfall snatching their game. Well, not really. They didn't put Titanfall 2 on EA Access in the first place, but saying that Titanfall 2 is not going to be on EA Access, and they act like that's some kind of big deal, like somebody owes them something or some shit like that. I don't understand that. That's Respawn's game. EA is the publisher, and they have the right to, deny you access on EA Access if they want to. EA Access is a scam to me anyway. I told y'all I do not like memberships. Subscriptions. I do not like subscriptions. I'm not gonna pay to play online on PlayStation, pay to play online on Xbox, and pay a goddamn subscription to play some goddamn games maybe 10 days earlier or whatever for a few hours, and some games that either I don't have any interest in ever getting or I'm going to get anyway. I don't care if you get a $5, $10 discount or whatever. You know what I mean? This shit is a scam to me. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? But they're not going to have it on EA Access, and that's cool. I mean, first of all, most of you damn Xbox fanboys, you talk shit about the Titanfall beta. Let me tell you what I thought about the Titanfall beta. I liked the beta. It felt just like goddamn Titanfall to me. The speed wise, I heard a lot of people saying it was slowed down or whatever. It felt the speed felt normal to me. What didn't feel normal was the map layout, and that happened later on with into the Titanfall 1 DLC. I noticed that there were some particular maps further on into the DLC of Titanfall 1 that I didn't think that were pretty much made for running these goddamn walls and doing the layout like Angel City. Angel City is still the best map to this day. But that was my problem with it. The pilot versus pilot, I didn't like that because that shit just felt like Call of Duty. And that's natural because they made modern, with the people who made Titanfall made Modern Warfare back in the day. So of course, you know what I mean. Some of it is going to feel like Call of Duty. Now, what really fucked me up is the fact that some shit that Respawn didn't even have anything to do with, like the game actually without the Titans. It feels exactly like Black Ops 3. You know why? Because Treyarch jacked they shit, man. Treyarch jacked the shit out of them, man. They went Ice Cube style on them, jacking for beats. They jacked this shit, man. So when you're running on the walls now and shit like that, you like, damn, this is the shit that is in Black Ops 3. And I hate Black Ops 3. Like, I don't hate it as much as Ghost. And I was hyped as shit for Black Ops 3. Even after I played the beta. But no, 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 no. Bring Call of Duty back, please. On land. We need to be on land. Fuck that. Flying, all that bullshit. That's another thing with you goddamn Battlefield fanboy. Developers listen to the wrong people. I'm telling you, developers listen to the vocal minority. You know what I mean? They listen to the vocal minority on the internet. Battlefield, years and years of Battlefield fanboys saying, that Call of Duty never changes. Call of Duty is the same shit over and over. But really, goddamn Battlefield never changes. Now imagine if DICE decided to have your ass in Battlefield running on walls and flying and shit. You'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? You'd be pissed off. But Call of Duty has changed, even though they done jacked all they shit from other people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same damn Call of Duty no more. We want the same. I hope that they go back to making the same shit. I hope so. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the Xbox fanboys, they all fucking disturbed about that. I don't, that's Respawn's game. They can do what the hell they want to do. I even heard a Xbox fanboy say some ignorant shit to me. Ignorant, I'm say ignorant. That's what I'm saying, ignorant. Ignorant stuff to me about goddamn, maybe they toned the shit down. They toned down Titanfall because to make it more accessible for PlayStation players. That's the most dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Do you know that okay, PlayStation exclusive wise, they don't have their own first person shooter or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where people get this stigma from, like other than Killzone, okay? But Killzone, that one first person shooter they have, Killzone is that may be the only damn shooter out there, if I'm not mistaken, on console without aim assist. There's no aim assist on Killzone. You're playing with aim assist on every damn other thing. Halo, you know what I mean? Call of Duty, Battlefield, all that shit. There's no aim assist on Killzone. You know what I mean? So to question the skill level of a PlayStation player in a first person shooter is fucking ludicrous. You know what I mean? And they play the same game, multi-plat games that you play, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all that shit. That's the most ignorant shit. They always want to throw some shit back on PlayStation. Likewise, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's just stupid. Stupid. You know what I mean? Titanfall, the Respawn had that in the cards. The changes they made to Titanfall have been in the cards. They chose to go their direction they wanted to go because that's what they wanted to do, to naturally progress the system. Listening to people on the internet, Now, motherfuckers want, they crying about there not being bots when people were crying about there being bots at first. I was one of the people who said you didn't have to take the bots you don't have to take the bots all the way, but at least tone it down a bit, give me less of them. You know what I mean? So I'm good with the changes of there not being a lot of bots. Now I wish they would bring attrition mode back. You know what I mean? Because that new thing when you deposit money and shit, it was okay. It was nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm still excited to get the game, off of that mode, but it's not attrition. But they take the bot, they lessen the number of bots, and people are complaining about that when they, didn't like the bots at first. And what the hell else was it? Oh, the Titan. They complained about getting a Titan, which there's some validity to that. Validity, fuck it. You know what I'm trying to say. To that. You know what I mean? So, as far as they did need to make that, your kills, when you get kills, your timer goes down so you can get a Titan. You know what I mean? Basically, they made it like a kill streak now, like Call of Duty did. Um, which I'm fine with because I always believe that you should have that should be like a streak. You should have to do good to be able to get your Titan, faster or be able to get your Titan. You know what I mean? Don't just give it away like they did in the first one. I'm fine with that change, but people want, these Xbox fanboys make that out to be a bad thing. You know what I mean? I think you should work for your Titan. But that's pretty much where I'm coming. I just this shit just tripped me out. You know what I'm saying when I hear this bullshit. Gamers complaining about some dumb shit or whatever. But you know, Titanfall, I still see me only playing that shit for a month though. I will say that. It definitely ain't gonna hold me. I mean I may stand corrected, but I don't see it hold me more than a month just like the first one did, but I am gonna have some fun on it. I know I will. But that's all I got, folks. I went longer than I wanted, but I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Like the content I provide, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I see y'all folks later. OBJ the Don signing off.